Take a look at this. Well, well. Now here's a fine haul. I knew this would be big. What a treasure!
What'll it be?
Some food for the boy.
Mabo curry is our specialty. It takes a week to stew properly.
Mabo curry?
Some of that, then. Say, do you know a man named Baskerville? I heard we might—
That old man? A scoundrel and criminal who went against the rules of the Abbey.
Oh.
Velvet, this Mabo curry is amazing.
You get along so well. Is he your brother?
No.
No, he wouldn't be, would he? After all, your brother was murdered before your eyes.
How do you know that?
The shadows watch those who flinch from the light.
So the guild is still active, even after Baskerville's arrest?
That's right. Just like how Ifrid's crew continues their piracy even without their captain.
So you're the contact?
What may I help you with?
I want to know what Artorias is planning.
Information such as that, it won't come cheap. I have here a list of jobs, not one remotely legal. Take care of all of them, and I'll tell you what you want to know. Take this with you as documentation. It's fake, but it's a good fake. It'll hold up to inspection.
It's registered to Mogulu's menagerie?
Oh? Was that not the name you gave to the guard at the gate?
I can see you're a group to be reckoned with.
Report back here once you're finished. However, be aware that should you fail...
Then this conversation never took place. Got it. I'll cause you no trouble.
I appreciate your understanding. You're welcome to stay the night, free of charge. Forget about work until the morning comes. Right. You're missing Captain Ifrid. The captain has done much toward our viability. I promise that I'll share anything I hear about him for no charge.
Thanks. All we know is there was a pendulum on the ground at the last place he was seen. And that Legate Melchior is connected to the captain's disappearance. How? We don't know.
Sounds like you've got problems of your own. Do you really have time to take on ours as well?
I could ask you why you've tied yourself up with Velvet.
Me? I've got a debt to repay. Without her, there's no way I'd have ever found my blade again.
A demon repaying a debt? Ridiculous.
As ridiculous as a pirate Moloch, you think? No matter how you look at it, there's nothing reasonable about our rogue existence. And in this brave new world governed by reason, a rogue can either rage and become a monster like me,
Or band together with others. Like a ship full of pirates, perhaps.
Exactly. I admire Velvet's courage, squaring off against the whole world on her own. If you can accomplish that, it takes strength. real strength. And I'm curious where it comes from.
So you're doing it for yourself after all?
Is that so wrong?
No. I'm the same. I need allies on my side, with the strength and courage to combat this so-called order imposed by the Abbey. But anyone who's willing to put up with the creed folly of Ifrid's pirates has to be an even bigger fool than we are. So I'm like you. I want to know how deep her foolishness goes.
She'd kill you if she heard that, you know.
It's a compliment. Fools that big aren't born every day.
Aha. And I imagine your dear Captain Ifrid's much the same.
Aye. That man flies his full flag proudly.
The Shepherd Artorias, He's got the populace eating from the palm of his hand. I wonder... Just how deeply will the fangs of our would-be tragic heroine scar this broken world of ours? I've got a traitor to find, but in the meantime, this should be a good show.
A scholar missing on the road to Gallus Lake.
Strange.
If they know where he vanished,
Exactly. And what's so illegal about a missing persons case that you gotta go to the underworld?
I can think of a few possibilities, but our job...
A kind face for such a hard woman.
She knew about me and our cover. She's got...
And that's not all. She called the papers fake.
So she's got spite.
I heard that her predecessor, Baskerville, was a monument against authority. To think he was executed.
They've lost their leader, but remain unconquered. Not an organization to trifle with.
That's how they have to be to take on the Abbey. We'd better succeed on our missions, and not just to get the information we need.
Yeah. Besides, I'd like to get another of those drinks, too.
You're a man of taste. That place always has the best.
You'd better work hard too, if you want more Mabo curry.
I will.
That ceremony was simply fantastic. Lord Artorias' speech was brilliant. He raises up Artorias to help the...
You think so? Well, to me, he just looks like a wimp.
He may look that way, but he has a great inner strength. His only hobby is falconry, but...
You seem like a big support.
Well, he's got 2 younger brothers, but just between you and me, they're dolts. Worse, they hang with a bad crowd. If anything were to happen to Prince Percival, the future...
I see. So everyone's hopes are riding on him.
Which means Midgand's vulnerable with that.
He may be the shepherd now, but no one knows who he was before.
No, they...
But he showed up one day with a mallet in tow.
That sounds pretty
Right? But the kingdom readily acknowledged his abilities and his conviction.
Maybe he plans on usurping power.
Not likely. He's worked tirelessly to rebuild the church and state, and to shore up the royal family's position.
Lining his pockets from the state
Not the slightest chance. Rather, he's got all the other higher-ups worried he's working him.
Then what's he after?
Maybe there is no ulterior motive. Maybe he... Whatever the case, if he hadn't shown up when he did 3 years ago, Midgand would be a smoking ruin.
It's a history book. About 800 years ago, our continent was few records exist of the following 500 years. Then 300 years ago, a great hero named Claudin
Claudin, huh? Where have I heard...
All right, that's enough for today.
Thanks for teaching me, Arthur. Your techniques are so amazing. Where did you learn them?
They came from my own master, a man named Claudin. He developed them himself.
Wow, they're so graceful. I wish I could move like that.
I've taught you the forms, but for some reason your execution deviates from the ideal.
Well, my body just kinda moves on its own.
You're a handful, Velvet. But I will say you do resemble Claudin some. He was a strange person himself. He always wore this peculiar cape, for instance.
Cape, you say?
Deep down, Claudin was strong like fire, vivacious like water, steadfast like earth, and free like wind. I can't help but admire him to this day.
Wow, I'd love to meet him.
Sadly, that's impossible.
Is he... dead?
Yes, he is. He died to protect me. That's why
No way. The events recounted in this book happened 300 years ago. It can't be the same Claudin.
Velvet, are you okay?
I'm fine. Don't mind me.
King Claudin was quite strong, wasn't he?
He was more than just that. He's the most well-loved and trusted king in our history. Or so the book claims.
To this day, all of Midgand's rulers claim to be direct descendants of King Claudin Asgard. Knowing that, there might be meaning behind them bestowing Artorius with the grandiose title of Shepherd. I could see it as an attempt to recreate the same glory enjoyed by the Hero King who ended the Dark Period.
If that's true, it's a childish ploy. The world's not so easily changed.
I wouldn't be so sure. What matters is that the title inspires hope in the people, who in turn give him their support. Then, as their shepherd, he can guide his flock in any direction he pleases.
If Artorius knowingly accepted that title, we can be sure he's fully committed to his cause.
Oh, he's certainly committed. I've seen just how far he's willing to go.
High Priest Gideon is an honest and righteous. Now, as the representative of the clergy, he's thrown his full support behind the abbey.
So, he's a man of principle.
That's right. He even donated his personal savings to support. So be at ease, for he offers up prayers for all equally, even for the more dubious.
Right. I'm so grateful.
I can feel the tears of gratitude coming. Any moment now.
That is one impressive cathedral. It fits the capital.
Yes. It's incredible.
It's as I heard. It wasn't built using Moloch arts, but the latest architectural engineering techniques. Look at those arches. the mathematical logic, the structural ornamentation. This is an architectural marvel.
So, is that Empyrean in there?
I highly doubt it. Empyrean worship has become mostly symbolic over the years. This cathedral wasn't built as a place of worship. It's commemorative, to celebrate the continent's unification.
In other words, a show of power.
That explains why they spared no expense.
It's too early to be impressed. This is just the entrance, and it's unfinished. They're constructing a colossal temple inside here. They say it'll take centuries to complete.
Centuries? That's insane. How could they think that's a good idea?
Your guess is as good as mine. I suppose that sometimes, humans just have a need to push their limits.
Yeah, seriously.
The Reaper and a demon are shaking their heads at this overwrought monstrosity.
I wonder what it'll look like when it's finished.
Greetings. Mud, you've come to exactly the right...
You must be a Bloodwing. What do you want?
You already know about the Code Red demons, right?
The really strong demons the Abbey wants gone.
Would you ever consider hunting them down for us?
Reward? Why pay us?
It's The Abbey is calculating in their deployments, especially...
I get it. That does seem logical.
But sometimes, people have lost a loved one to such a demon. Or sometimes, wherever there's a Code Red demon, you can bet there are people...
And let me guess. That's where the blood...
Exactly. There are Bloodwings all throughout Midgand who have information on these code. If you defeat a demon and report back to my comrades, they'll make sure you're well compensated.
All right, I understand. But
That's fine. No sense in drawing up a contract when the hunter probably won't survive. If you get results, let us know. That being said, I'd feel guilty if I didn't help out at least.
Who goes there? What on earth are guards doing here? Sheesh. What do you suppose they were guarding?
a little lost lamb, perhaps.
You think they're holding Mendy captive?
Is there someone here named Mendy?
Oh, thank goodness. I can finally go home.
So they were keeping you
They made you mine vermilion ore?
Yes, I discovered a method of refining it. And it...
What's vermilion ore?
A rare stone made of concentrated nutrients. It can be used in medicine, but it's also poisonous.
Correct.
So you were making medicine?
Yes. They were forcing me to make a nutritional substance.
Isn't vermilion ore supposed to be highly addictive?
I told them that. But what choice did I have?
Whatever. Our task is complete. Can you get back to Logris on your own?
I can. I'm terribly sorry.
Why apologize to me?
We've done what we came for. Let's get back to the old lady.
Well, we've learned one thing. The Abbey and Shepherd Artorias.
They might as well be the Empire now. They have the undying support of the populace.
The Shepherd, savior of humanity.
I wonder what he meant by the blessings of the Empyrean Enominat.
That's what they call the gods they worship in church, right? The Empyreans? He promised a lot in that speech. But can he really command such a power?
I have no idea. Not even we Malakim know of them beyond the stories and legends. He called Enominat the Fifth Empyrean. There should only be four, one ruling each element.
Is he talking about a new Empyrean?
Have you heard anything Laphicet?
Sorry. I don't know anything about this.
It doesn't matter. We should be careful about taking his words at face value. The man is no saint. He'll stop at nothing to achieve his aims. But there's no way he could have a god at his beck and call.
Don't underestimate the Abbey.
Trust me, I'm not. That's why I'm using the Shadow Guild to help us hunt them down. And to make sure that I kill him.
I hear Mendy made it back safe. Keep up the good.
So, somebody needs to ambush the Royal Medical Society.
The Royal Medical Society is a group of doctors that travel around healing the sick.
They're funded by donations given by ordinary
Why?
Don't ask me.
And why would an underworld group defend?
Who knows? Something to do with